Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, let me start by asking this thing, that right now, accommodating Raila Odinga has become now the norm, or it has become something that needs to be done urgently, other than looking for what Kenyans need or what Kenyans want. I heard Koech, that is Nelson Koech, today in the morning in Citizen TV during the daybreak, saying something concerning accommodating Raila Odinga. And let me read for you what. Say that we have to find a structure that will accommodate Raila Odinga. We couldn't relook at the NADCO report. Now, the NADCO report says that there should be an office for Raila Odinga, or maybe there should be an office for the prime minister. That is the direction that they're taking us. But I have to ask this question. Let me just ask this question. Yesterday, William Ruto himself said that Raila Odinga lost because he's the best candidate. If at all William Ruto is sure that Raila Odinga is was the best candidate, why can't he drop from becoming the president so that Raila Odinga takes over? That is the first question. The second question, if at all Raila Odinga lost because he was the best candidate, then why is it that the other presidents elected did not elect Raila Odinga? Because of course I know that if you are the best candidate, maybe for the job, you need to be picked very, very fast. Why is it that these people did not pick him? Our brother, or the Senator Onyonka, has got a reply on why Raila Odinga was on a mess that William Ruto did that made Raila Odinga not to be elected. Listen to this.
She is running for such positions. There is a way you carry yourself. And Sami, diplomacy is silent. When you hear too much noise in diplomacy, then whatever that diplomacy is intending to do is never achievable. So the moment I saw everybody running all over the place, how the Prime Minister is taking this jet and is flying over to about 48 countries, is meeting all these presidents, and in fact, the people who are there, Makau Mutua, the president's friends, and you know, this is the Other countries don't operate like that. When you have leaders who are responsible, they understand. In fact, the person who went there legitimately is our brother here. Why? Because he's the chairman of the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee. He should have gone with 3-4 of his members. That is legitimate. What are you carrying 200 people to go and make noise?
But Mheshimiwa, how was Raila supposed to campaign if it's not to move to different capitals of the...
No, but you do it quietly. You do it quietly. Because there are certain countries, if they know that you're visited in some areas, are you with me? And there was a conflict of interest there, they rebel back. They push back. They say, look at what that guy is doing with our enemy. And yet that was not your intent. So there are certain things which should have been done quietly. Are you with me? Look at what Suluhu did to us.
What did she do?
I mean, immediately she just announced how Yusuf has won, and she didn't even mention anything about Raila. And
was she supposed to mention?
And you see, when you look at what has happened with the Israeli conflict, look at the question, the sensitivity of the Muslim community. Kenya has maintained a position diplomatically, Sami, of a two-state solution. A state for Israel and a state for Palestine. What did the president do the other day? He said he takes the Israeli position. What do you do with the Arab countries and Muslim countries? You are handling sensitivities that you need to understand that in diplomacy, the impact of those sensitivities are far much wider and bigger than you are portraying them.
But now I want us to look at the broader picture of this. Why is it that these people are so much mad, or are so much insisting on putting Raila Odinga, giving Raila Odinga a position? These guys knows very well that an idle Raila Odinga is very dangerous. And I normally say that and I keep on saying that an idle Raila Odinga is very dangerous because you don't know his next move. You don't know what he's thinking next. You don't know what he can do next. But I have a problem with these people insisting that they want to bring back the NADCO report of creating an office for Raila Odinga, because that is exactly what is going to happen. If they bring Raila Odinga, if they bring the NADCO report back, now they are going to create an extra office for Raila Odinga. They want to bring Raila Odinga. Yani, these guys, they just in this issue of Raila Odinga they must tame Raila Odinga. Like, they know that if at all Raila Odinga will be moving all over around the world, Raila Odinga will change his mind in this country. But they're also failing to understand that at this point, the people that are going to make decisions are not them. The people that are going to make decisions are the Gen Zs, are the young boys and girls who are outside here, who are insisting, who even said something concerning Raila Odinga's defeat in AU. And here is what they said. This is what these people said, that, dear Raila Odinga, forgive us for celebrating your loss at the A.U.C election. Forgive us for celebrating your defeat in the African Union's Commission election. It's not that we hate you. In fact, we still call you Baba. But the truth is, when you ran for the A.U.C chairmanship, you didn't act like our father. And that is why we had to let you go. On June 25th, 2024, we, your sons and daughters, flooded the streets of Kenya. We didn't come to demand for power. We didn't come to serve political interest. We came for something bigger: justice, good governance, and an end to impunity. We were leaderless but focused, united by one goal: to reclaim our country from the hands of a corrupt and oppressive regime. And Baba, our voices were so loud that they shook the very foundation of this government. The finance bill was dropped and an entire cabinet dissolved. You saw us, Baba. You congratulated us. You knew we were not fighting for positions, but for our future. You knew we were not tribal or partisan. We were Kenyans, tribal-less, fearless, determined. But what did we get in return? Hundreds of Kenyans, hundreds of us were killed. The bullets rained on our young bodies like we were criminals. Abductions followed. Some of our comrades are still missing. Families are still mourning. Parents are still searching. And at the moment when we needed you the most, when we expected you to stand with us, when we thought you, Baba, will demand justice for us, you betrayed us. Instead of standing with the blood of your children, you chose to sit on the table of power. You abandoned us and shook hands with Ruto, the very man responsible for the deaths of innocent Kenyans. You call it a broad-based government, but we saw it for what it was: a selfish deal to bring ODM politicians into government and secure Ruto's support for A.U.C bid. Was it worth it, Baba? Did you have to sell our blood for positions in Addis Ababa? Did you have to pretend not to see the pain of grieving mothers just so you could get a seat at the continental table? Did you think we would forget? We didn't. That is why when you declared your A.U.C bid, we made a decision. We were not going to let you get away with it. We campaigned against you. We used our little data bundles to drum up for support for the Djibouti candidate. Not because we love Djibouti, but because we couldn't allow you to wazzle in the African Union with the blood of Kenyans on your hands. You lost, Baba, and we celebrated. We celebrated because leadership is about principle, not convenience. We celebrated because Africa doesn't need another leader who is willing to shake hands with murderers for personal gain. We celebrated because we couldn't sit back and watch you dance on our graves for your selfish interest. Now that it's over, we have one request: cut ties with this government. You have soiled your legacy enough. You have played the game long enough. Now step back and let us deal with Ruto and the ballot in 2027. Because make no mistake, Baba, we are coming for them. We are coming for this corrupt killer government. We will do whatever it takes to reclaim our country. We just don't want you to be part of it when it happens. Retire, Baba. Go enjoy the little respect you have left. Let the struggle continue without you. yours faithfully, sons and daughters. That is an article that has been written by the sons and daughters, the Gen Zs, to Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, I would like to give you a chance at the comment section to also tell me what you think concerning this issue of because the Gen Zs, they've declared that any simple mistake that Raila Odinga is going to make is going to be a challenge to him. If he decides to join the oppressors, well and good. Now, they're trying to make to say that they're going to bring the NADCO report to create an office for the Prime Minister. Of course, they just want to keep Raila busy. But Junet Mohammed said that it is going to be messy and there will be casualties. We are also waiting for that. Let me know what you think at the comment section. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.